was walking me back to the parking lot to my car, and he said, "Hey, what about doing another movie with me?" I said, "Absolutely." He said, "I have this idea for Transformers." I said, "I'm in." He goes, "Well, do you want me to tell you the story?" I said, "You can, or we could just wait until you get the script." But I said, "The only thing is I just want to make sure, like Pain and Gain, you kind of give me the freedom to kind of develop the character and make it my own." And he said, "Absolutely, that's why I want you." So I was very excited. And I love the fact that I was playing a dad with a teenage daughter. I know that's something that I'm going to be faced with in the near future. And so it was good practice. It reads like, okay, you think you get it, you think you're going to be able to visualize it, and then of course Michael brings it to life, and it's nothing like you imagined. All the human stuff was definitely what I imagined, and that was really my focus. Everything else you have to just trust that Michael will bring to life, and he has the entire movie in his head, and my imagination is not as creative as his. Kate Yeager is an aspiring inventor who basically is just trying to raise his daughter and keep her from getting involved with boys. He had a daughter when he was in high school. His wife is no longer with us, and so he basically made a promise to his wife that she was going to graduate and try to go to college and keep her away from boys and not make the same mistake that we made. And he's a regular, ordinary day guy, everyday guy who was just caught up in an extraordinary situation. There isn't anything that he won't do to try to protect his daughter. Just when, there's so much going on already, yes, I find out that she has a boyfriend who's older and is a dangerous race car driver. So, yeah, big problem. She would then prove to Michael that she was worthy of the job, but I knew that we would have great chemistry together. So when I knew she was in the running, then I told Michael that I'd known her for quite some time and that we would have great chemistry and we have a great relationship. But she had to earn the part, and she did an amazing job. But both her and Jack are very impressive in that they're not in it to be famous. They're actors, and they take their work very seriously, which is good because you have to be extremely focused and committed making a movie like this. It's a lot of work. Michael, really encouraged me to improvise and play around a lot. And we kind of set the tone. We shot in Texas first at the farm in the beginning of the movie where you meet Cade and where Cade finds Optimus. So a lot of playing around. He's a great leader and a great motivator, and for me, I'm just there to service his vision and try to make it as interesting and make a colorful portrayal of my character as possible. I love working with Mike. I love learning from him. I certainly aspire to direct in the future, and who better to work with and get to kind of shadow and study for 5.5 months than Michael. This sets the bar. I mean, when you talk about action and excitement, nobody does it better than Michael. I mean, you have one action sequence in this movie could literally be enough for another big movie, for it's one big set piece, and this has probably 10 of them. So it's pretty incredible. But also balancing the story, the drama, the humor with the action is, I think it's pretty well rounded when it comes to that. Stanley and I worked together on The Lovely Bones, obviously, but it was a very different kind of film, so we didn't have too much time to play around, to laugh, and to play off of each other. Obviously, you have the person at the helm, one of the most talented guys ever to make movies, in Michael Bay, and he makes movies that are extremely entertaining, but also things that you can relate to. I certainly know that the human element of the story is something that I can identify with, and I think everybody can identify with. An ordinary guy would do anything to protect his family, in this case his little girl, and that's something that people can identify with. And of course, you have visuals and eye candy like you've never seen before. So. Something in there for everybody. I grew up watching the cartoon, and then of course I had seen the other films. My kids are big fans of the other films, but I was just pretty surprised when Michael asked me to do it, but jumped at the opportunity. It's just unfortunate that, like everywhere else I go for work, I usually never have enough time to really see the city and enjoy it as much, but this is definitely a place that I would love to come back to. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Expect to be blown away. Expect to be blown away. It's like nothing you've ever seen. I mean, if you like anything about the first three, I mean, really, it's just on a whole other level. I'm glad that I was able to really do something that I know my kids will be able to enjoy. I've never made a movie really yet that they've been able to watch, and nothing that they've been excited about. And working with Michael, it's always an opportunity for me to learn and grow as an actor and as a filmmaker.